call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. Bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Using his legs, it's Owens. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Owens. Finds his man, it's Bussey. They'll pick up 5, it'll be 3rd and 5. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12, and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska, once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like you're now...
It's a fumble! And he falls on top of his own fumble. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back's got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
We all want to push the ball down the field, down the field, down the field, but when you can dump it off to your running back and still make 10-plus yards, man, it makes you look like a really good play caller.
Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. To the air on first down. Good timing on the quick out. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting 4-star defensive linemen, gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
Well, he did a good job getting to the middle of the field. That's where the offense wanted to attack on that play. He's just got to do a better job looking that football in.
8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. Dropping back, it's Owens. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And that is no good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Looking for a crease, it's Frazier. And the visitors start their day with nothing. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job on the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. Got his man downfield. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. The play-action fake. Starting to feel a little pressure. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Quick release on the RPO. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Right down the middle. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Dogs!
And he finds the end zone again. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The inside handoff. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Off the play fake. He uncorks a bullet to the right. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Use the play fake, now to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Get it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Fires to the right. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Looking downfield, it's Owens. Fires downfield. He caught it. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. First and goal.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Quarterback duplicitous in his dealing. Some would even say sneaky.
A nice job by this defense. You kind of knew something like this was coming. Great job. You got to get penetration. First thing you have to do is get up under that center. Make it really hard for him to go forward right now. Nice penetration, stopping the quarterback sneaking its tracks.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. This is a really big play for both teams. 4th and goal from the 2. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll line up for the field goal try as we start the 2nd quarter. Nestled just inside that right upright. That'll bring him to within 4. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll give it to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Georgia going up tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Steps away to find some room. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives him the ball in prime field position at the 40.
And it's just a bad decision by the quarterback. I get that he's outside the pocket, the play's breaking down, but you can't force it into your top receiver. If he's not open, you got to throw it away. The defense took advantage with the interception.
So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. He did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
The stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to pass. It's Owens. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have...
There he goes. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. Oh, that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in a terrific top 15 matchup. Michigan is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed big house, but the Maize and Blue have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 10 over Notre Dame. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. To the air, it's Reed. Makes the grab, it's Hawkins. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Wants to throw again. Throws toward the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
Off the RPO, complete. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Georgia. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver, good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and he's gone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Just feeds the running back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Got it in the middle. It's Owens. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down.
You got to love that on defense. One of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Scanning the field, it's Reed. Quickly complete. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
The Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Buys a little time with his feet. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return with that small change. They take over at the 43.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his dude, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the football, and going making a big INT for this defense.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line. Ready to fire from the pistol. They'll run play action. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Quickly complete. Crosses the 30 to the 29 before he stopped. Pick up a 5 on the play. It's a first down.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
With the catch, it's Owens.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to throw, it's Owens. They're working that left side. And the Aggies pick up the first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They just keep firing. He's got it. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Looking to fire. Trying to find the end zone. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They got nothing and liked it, or probably didn't like it on the last play. Now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the run. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. He slides that just inside the right upright. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Aggies will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll open the second half with a run. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Right back to him on the ground. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Caught near the sticks. It's Hawkins. Still on his feet at the 45. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Back to pass, it's Reed. A strike downfield. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage, nothing.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Zings it complete to the right. And the ball's loose. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And the Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Got the quick pass. Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing. And you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
Nice job by the defense.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. A&M comes back out with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabs behind the line, it's Owens. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Rolling right and going deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
It's a nice job by the receiver working past the sticks. Looked like it was going to be a first down by the offense, but how about the physical play knocking that ball loose?
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
My philosophy on going for two is only when you have to. Back to pass, it's Owens. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
They're able to find a tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
They're dealing with a second and long. Dances away to buy time. Trying to escape and get it himself. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Finds the tight end. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that. Third and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Got room to work. On his feet at the 40. Breaks into the open. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved the touchdown, at least for now.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Looking for a man. It's Reed. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
But that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? On the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're right there, David. They're on the 1-yard line. They tried throwing it, didn't get it. They just tried to run it, ran into a wall. What do you do here?
I'm going to run the ball, be physical. I got 2 downs. I'm going for it on 4th down. Be physical, downhill, get the touchdown.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Quarterback keeps it. Touchdown, Dogs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bussey. He found some really good running room on that one. It just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Off the play fake on 1st down. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Off play action. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the first without scoring. To the air. It's Owens. Under fire. Gets rid of it. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Finds his big tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Toss sweep right. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line to pick up the 1st down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
He's looking deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I don't blame the quarterback for taking that shot either, man. He's cooked up with this guy twice today for scores. Give him another try. They just couldn't get on the same page on that.
Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. There he goes. The 20. Touchdown, Georgia. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with some flair, a 73-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Owens. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
The Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. He'll take a deep shot here. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch at the 35. Slips through the line. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They're testing the right side here. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now.
Trying to beat the D deep. He's got it. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And the punishment has been extended.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a third and long. To the air, it's Owens. Makes the catch. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. And Jesse, he just keeps piling up numbers, over 350 yards for the game.
And I feel like from the get-go, Reese, this guy's just been in a great rhythm all game long. He just seems like he's dialed in, and man, he's been accurate throwing the rock.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Aggies can really attack on this second and short. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They'll wrestle it down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the big fella. On the move at the 30. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique.
He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are. It's late. Everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
He's going for a big play downfield. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Smashes through the tackle. The defense making